guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking out the AEW Jazwares Ringside Collectibles exclusive Danhausen. The only place you're going to be able to grab this is Ringside Collectibles. When you guys shop, to use promo code FORLIFE, it will save you 10% off your order. I know a lot of us have been highly anticipating this. This is his Danhausen's first figure in the AEW line that we're actually receiving in hand. The very nice, very evil packaging, and this box looks so freaking sick. You can see, you got the images here on the front, very nice, very evil. The image of Danhausen with the cape, Danhausen on the bottom over here, the AEW logo, and you will notice it does open on in the front here to reveal the figure. That looks really nice on the inside. Even the cape is a different color from the front. The inner color has that red kind of finish to it. There is like a Velcro tab here to keep it closed, so you can kind of go with that gimmick. Looks really nice. You get two interchangeable heads, four interchangeable hands on the side, in addition to the ones that come on the figure. He comes with that soft goods cape. This looks really awesome. Cannot wait to get him out of the packaging. You'll see on the inside you get the AEW logo. Does contain 7 pieces as noted here on the bottom, but we can close them up. Take a look at the side here. Look how nice this artwork looks. Really just pops. Looks really nice and clean. Take a look on the other side. You get the larger image of Danhausen. Again, this box is a good size. It's not overly massive like the Supremes, but a decent size. On the back, you get the image of Danhausen, or be cursed. You get the Ringside Collectibles exclusive logo here, the Danhausen signature, as well as the AEW logo. This looks really nice. Really do love the attention to detail that the packaging does. You can even see there's a little window box here on the top. I do like that. Nothing on the bottom, just kind of the skew. But anyways, enough chatting. Let's open this figure and see what he's all about. So here we have Danhausen out of his packaging. He does come with quite a few interchangeable hands. You will get a set of pointing hands here. This looks really nice. The left hand actually has like a sculpted ring, if you guys can see that. It is painted in this nice kind of silver metallic paint. You also do get a set of open gesturing hands, very Danhausen-esque. The ring is also on this set of hands, which looks pretty damn good if you ask me. Additionally, you do get 2 sets of interchangeable heads, kind of the shock look here, more of a gritting teeth look, and kind of the straight-faced Danhausen head scan on the figure body itself. But I feel like the major selling point to this figure is this soft goods cape, and it looks really nice. You will see it kind of clasps here in the front with a piece of Velcro with the red on the inside, and he's got these black straps to hold in. I'll show you the mechanism of how this kind of ties in together, but look at the back. Very nice, very evil. Get the image of Danhausen with the black on the outside. But more importantly, you have bendy wire in this cape, so you can pose him doing some different action shots. This looks great. I feel like I've wanted this in a wrestling figure line for someone to include some kind of soft goods with some bendy wire. And Jazwares finally did it. I will say that bendy wire feels very thick, but I don't think it's going to show through this the cape. It just seems like it's pretty premium. I'm going to go out there and say this is probably my favorite soft goods ever produced by the Jazwares team for the AEW line. Just really nice, really premium. You'll see even the nice red on the inside. Just looks awesome. So again, the Velcro piece here that goes around his neck is just kind of Velcroed on the front. You will see that he has 2 cloth black straps. And the way that is held together is just by Velcro. You will take that off, and you can remove the cape, and we'll take a look at it off the figure. Could they have used a bigger tag for this? Like, the 100%, I'm going to cut this off. It is just not necessary. Really annoying, but you can see the nice red on the inside. Again, just looks really nice. You can do different action shots with the bendy wire. Take a look at the back again, off of the figure. I will say that the black straps playing this off camera was a little annoying. I feel like the best way to do it is kind of to put the red piece over, then the black straps, and then you can kind of Velcro it. I feel like it was kind of popping off the figure, but all in all, pretty good. I'm very impressed with that soft goods. But moving on to the figure, look at the nice tattoo detailing. They really do pop on this figure here. You'll see the chest tattoo. You see all the tats on his arm. This looks really nice, just very detailed. I feel like this definitely feels like a step above of what we've been getting from the Jazwares line. They stepped up their game with this figure. The tattoos pop really nicely. You can see them on both sides of his arms. Take a look on the inside. No complaints here. Really like the effects of the tattoo. Again, you can look at the head scan. Looks pretty good too. I like the paint applications. Mine came, for the most part, looks pretty clean for the no mispainted eyes, or from the TrueFX technology or whatever Jazwares is calling it. But looks really good, really clean. You can see the black on the front of the hair, even on the sides of his ear. That looks really nice and clean. I love the hair part, how it's kind of combed to the side. It does have the brown hair on the back. And looking at his tight detail, just looks so detailed. This is great attention to detail and great love and care went into this figure. A nice gray with the red and the black. You got very nice Danhausen up here, very evil on the other side. Look at the black kind of combat boots. This kind of have like this kind of like greenish yellowish trim that goes around it. Absolutely loving how this figure looks. I want to swap out the heads and see how they all look on the figure body. And just running through a few close-ups of the head scan. So here is the original head that comes on the figure. Next up, you have the gritting teeth look. And here you have that mouth open look for Danhausen. I'm going to say this one or the original head may be my favorite from the three that come with the figure, but all heads to me look pretty good and very authentic to Danhausen. And since we have this awesome cape that comes with this figure, I kind of want to mess around with it here on camera to kind of see how far that bendy wire can go around. If you guys do remember on the intro of the box, he's got the cape like really draped around him in the front. And this is the problem I will say with the cape. The kind of front pieces or the straps really kind of unbuckle kind of easy. They aren't the cleanest. They don't look the best unless you really kind of finagle them. That's probably the only gripe I'm seeing so far with this figure. But as far as how you can get the cape to kind of fold, it doesn't really go too far on the front. If you kind of want to have like draping the cape over, I guess you can kind of move it around to the side, something like that. Or from this side over. Again, the cloth straps kind of allow you to maneuver it which way you'd want. But again, look how easily that kind of pops off when you're moving it around. That is kind of the one annoyance with this cape itself. But you can get it from some different poses. You get running shots here. Again, you can kind of get it draped around here in the front. So many different options here. Again, be patient, I will say that, but it does have some nice playability here and some posability. So if you can use your imagination, you can definitely get him in a lot of different creative shots. And just messing around with the cape some more here, you can definitely get him in some poses where it's kind of draping over him. It's not perfect. Obviously, if you finagle a little bit, you could probably do a little better than I did here, but this bendy wire definitely adds another element of fun and playability with this figure. With this being the first Danhausen figure, I did want to do some figure comparisons. Obviously, we have quite a few more Danhausens coming up down the pipeline from Jazwares, but just to give you some different scale comparisons, on the very left, we have a Malachi Black, and on the right, we have a Painmaker Chris Jericho. Next up, we have a few more AEW figures. On the left, we have a Darby Allin figure versus the Danhausen. You will see Danhausen is actually slightly bigger. And on the right, still one of my favorite figures from AEW Jazwares, we have Sting. And before we wrap up here with some final thoughts on this Danhausen figure, if you guys haven't already, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. If you guys are enjoying this video review, please make sure to turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. As far as this Danhausen figure goes, I really do like it. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Danhausen fan. I was kind of excited for this figure just because it was very toyetic and very different. And I will say that they knocked this one out of the park. 100% highly recommended. It is a fun figure. I really do love the accessories. You get the exact type of accessories you'd want for your Danhausen. 2 or 3 great heads. You get a bunch of interchangeable hands, kind of really specific to his character. The cloth cape is really good. I do like it. It's not perfect. I will say if there's one gripe that I'm going to point out on this figure, it's the cape. It's a little wonky trying to get the straps to stay on there. And when you try to move them, the black straps really do kind of unclasp kind of easily. Not that bad. If you're going to keep this on your display shelf, it'll be perfectly fine. But if you're looking to pose them into different, figure photography or, stop motion kind of stuff like that, it can be a little challenging. But, everything about this figure just pops so nicely. The cape is just so nicely done. I really do love the bendy wire. The detail on the back looks really nice. His tattoos really pop. The head sculpts look great. Again, highly recommended. This is only available at Ringside Collectibles. When you guys shop, use promo code 4LIFE. It will save you 10% off your order. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review, and I'll catch you all on the next one.